Good evening. Tonight we're going to go back in time. This is a 1996 Pampered Chef recipe from forever ago. The taco ring, everyone's favorite in my house. You can give them anything they want, but if you say taco ring, they all come running. So first thing you do is preheat your oven to 375. I got a half a pound of hamburger here. 1 packet of taco seasoning. Maybe not. Okay. And then you add 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. And you mix all that together. Make sure your chicken and your cheese is coated well with this taco seasoning. This will melt up really nice. I remember one time I made this and my son's friend was over and he said, "Oh, we're having tacos, okay." And he looked at it and said, "Where's the cheese?" I had to tell him it was inside and he loved it too. So then you take 2 tablespoons of water. That's what I forgot was a tablespoon. Excuse me while I get some water behind you. And that will soften up the taco seasoning. Alright, it kind of disappeared there on you. I knew I was forgetting something. And I forgot the crescent rolls. They're in the refrigerator. So you're going to have to do without me for a second again. Got a 2-pack of crescent rolls. Again, that I can't open. Okay. Now, get your round pizza stone. Open your crescents on it. Unroll your crescents and break them into the triangles and lay them on your plate like a giant sunshine. Okay, part 2. Don't know what happened. Lost camera. Okay, we're still making taco ring. It's in the oven for 20 minutes. So now we start to make the prettiness for it. Green pepper. And it says to use the V-shaped knife, but we don't have that anymore, I don't think. So you can make this how pretty you want. You can just cut the top off. Whatever you want to do. Bob Ross, just with your happy mistakes. There are no mistakes. So just cut the top off. I am using the tomato knife. You can tell it's serrated. It cuts everything. Perfect size. So you cut the top off. Now, when you pick a green pepper for this, when you're cooking them, they really doesn't matter. what the bottoms look like. I know they'll tell you there's a difference between a male and a female and all this, which ones are sweeter. It doesn't matter because you're not eating it. But if you get one with the 4 bottoms, it'll stand up better, which is what you're wanting to do. You're going to fill this with 1 cup of salsa. So we're just going to make this all pretty. All right, while that's waiting on that, I'm going to cut up an onion. You just need to cut it in 4 halves, doesn't really matter, because you're going to chop it with the food chopper. Now, anybody who's been around Pampered Chef at any time knows about the food chopper. Actually, I think when I just saw today, it was one of the first items. You just chop it up. The case down here is for so you don't dull the blade. I know people say, "Oh, just cut it on the cutting board." No, it will dull the blade. So we don't want to dull the blade. We want it to last. I've had this one for probably 15 years. And it still does. And I'm sorry, I'm not being very loud. Because if I was, 2 swipes and this would be done. But I'm afraid I'm going to knock over the camera. So I don't want to do that. Then you take a 1/2 cup of black olives. As you see, I'm just using a bunch of smaller kitchen items tonight. Things you may already have in your house. This is the egg slicer, and I'm putting black olives in it. If you can see that. And now they're sliced. Which the egg slicer is actually free this month of April if you buy $75 worth of products. You get your choice of this or the mix, measure, and pour, which is perfect for salad dressings. So you got your olives all cut up, all nice and pretty, nice little rings. And we need salsa and shredded lettuce. Shredded lettuce is already done. It's in the refrigerator. So now we are just waiting for another 15 minutes. So I'm going to pause you and come back. Okay, we're back. Taco ring is done. Beautiful. So now to assemble the rest of it. Take some lettuce, put it in the middle. Put your pepper that you filled with salsa in the middle of that. Then you sprinkle your onion. And your black olives. And a couple dollops of sour cream. Maybe. And there you go. The infamous taco ring. This is what my kids love. They go for this every single time. So now all you do is to serve it. You would take the pepper out of the middle. You will put use a pizza cutter and slice it like you would a pizza. The recipe says it makes 8 servings. My house it might make 4. Just depends on who's all hungry and how hungry they are. So there you go. There's a taco ring.